I could eat a horse.
As always, she could eat a horse. Welcome back to our Ash Canyon only Interloper run. So, just picking up where we left off. So, we should be, by memory, down in that little cabin above the fishing hut. We're not quite fully rested yet. We got a little bit of food left, so I'm actually going to try and sleep for another 2. Just to get to a warmer part of the day, get as much rest back as possible, and condition. That's what I want to do. I want to spend today just collecting resources down below. Did we do the rope? We didn't do the rope. So we've got to do that. We might have to come back and warm up once we've done that. We'll see what the day presents. It's got some reasonable chill on it. Sure we're not carrying anything more. Pretty sure we left some food out in front of the door. That might be our tonight's thing though. Oh, Jesus.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Oh, wait. In the wind shade here. Alright, so we got the rope out, but looks like we've brought on some wild and woolly weather. So we won't go do our stuff yet.
Sure getting cold.
Yeah, we got a little bit of food there. Come inside. See how we're doing for warmth here.
It's so cold. I just
4 degrees.
want to lay down for a bit.
Do we warm up in the bed or... Yeah, I think we'll warm up in the bed because we can tear down curtains and stuff during the night time. Let's have a quick look at what we've got on us. I need to remember that I'm going to store a bunch of stuff in here. Just so we're not carrying more weight than we really need. Seven liters of water, but we will leave 4 there. Actually going to pass time in the bed. Try and warm up a bit quicker. Now I'm just going to sleep for 1. Just to get a little bit easier. I mean, we're already hungry, so it's not really going to make any difference on the calories. Alright. And last bit to check. Got 2 teas we can have a crack at. Craft those, because I think what I'm going to do is... Hopefully that wind is actually dying off there. Might go set a fire in that burnt out fishing hut. Set the teas down. Have a chance of warming. I think we have to take a stab at this. Avoiding my dog barking out there. Either real visitors or imagined visitors, I'm not sure. second there I thought I saw a wolf really close, but I think it's just a bit of a log. I heard some noises, so it was freaking me out just a little. Alright. Before we get too into it, yeah, I've not seen the wolves hang around here, but I've seen them hang around the exit there, and I think the entrance to the good old canyony ravine thingo. Let's just get this on the go. Try and give ourselves a nice little warm spot to retreat to. Hey, let's go back one and use one of our 6 sticks. Alright, let's throw that piece of cedar on now. Hopefully I haven't misjudged this and I can actually okay, we got some positivity there. But we've also got the torch going, so has that dropped us? A grand total of 2 degrees. I really didn't want to have to use a piece of coal if I didn't have to, but I guess we have to burn for a while anyway. So I think I'll just bite the bullet and do it. Nothing else we can do at this point. Check we're wearing our stuff. We are out of tinder. That was our last piece of tinder we just used. That was actually a little bit fortunate. I mean, there's plenty of cattails around here. I just got to go out and get them. I kind of want to just last time for just a little bit, just so we were warm. We'll take all 3 of those. What do we got torch-wise? She'll keep them on us. Wow, we 26% torch is not a very good torch. A lot of really crappy torches. Our rock collection's also looking a bit terrible. So we'll grab a couple. Nope.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Nice collection of deer going on. All right. Cattails, rose hips, reishi, and sticks. Drink a hot tea. I'm hoping this weather clears up just a little bit. for a tiny bit. Don't want to use too much of it up though. And hopefully the weather was on the way out, not the way in, and we actually get a chance to have a real good go at this. Might have just been a little bit of a lull before it wants to blizzard on us. I might have to scarf it real quick. It does look like it's getting heavier. It doesn't look like it's getting lighter. Trying to hug this wall. Stay out of the wind. And get the resources in this far corner.
Oh, dear. Weak.
Oh, we're at Lucy's torch. I think I timed it badly. Yeah, I timed it badly. Oh, I just struck a damn match. Trying to put that away. Good grief. You think matches grow on trees, lady? Jeez. That's like a whole extra 3 days. We probably can't survive in this zone. One match strike. Haven't found a mag lens spawn in my little journeys around this zone at all yet. Did we grab? I think we grabbed a little bit of this stuff. Oh, gone cold already. I thought we had a little bit of time on that, but I guess not. I can't be bothered wasting time on you. Oh, a little container here. Don't think I've ever noticed that before. And it's empty. Oh. Misclick. Misclicking all over the show today. Now, I might need to... I don't know how long that fire on my water is going to go for. I set it 2 hours. Might be starting to cut it fine by now, because the teas stay warm for an hour, I think. Alright, but we've got the stuff, or at least a good selection of the stuff that's the furthest away. Which is harder to get to later if we're struggling. Thankfully that's a deer noise. Alright. Hopefully that fire in the water is timed okay. Look, we got plenty of water, it's not a biggie. I was just hoping to have some warm-up capability by this fire. And I see smoke coming out of that. Can't see smoke. Oh, we did alright. Look at that. Warm these up again. What did we get? 21 cattails. That's a good start. And we can actually make some extra reishi while we warm up. And do another set of rose hips. trash. Oh, I guess we'll have to take that one. Oh, it's not liking me. Alright. So from this point on, I think this sort of run maybe becomes tense, not necessarily exciting. You know, I kind of say hopefully, I guess, in that now it just sort of starts to turn into a bit of a grind. The day-to-day struggles, you know, there's still a bit of wolf avoidance and stuff like that we probably have to try and do, but in general it's kind of going to have to settle into some sort of monotonies of surviving. Still sounds like more deer. Probably start dropping the yeah, we got 27 cattail heads to tinder now. I think we're good for a while. But yeah, without being able to hunt, if I haven't mucked that up again, try not to light another another match. I mean, I grabbed those hot teas, but I didn't drink them. I think this is a good little last couple, and then we'll go back and hopefully that fire is still going. So a lot of cattails here.
Too cold to think.
15 minutes until boiled. Ah, that was completely the wrong button. I know they were already close enough, but you know, tiny bit of OCD. All right. Fortunately, we're not really very tired for sleeping tonight yet. But we do have a bit of a rope climb, which will take a good quarter off. Still want to warm up here a bit. Let's just cook some more reishis. Try and keep them in reserve as much as possible. Let's go another litre. Got an hour. don't have anything to be able to make fishing a reality for us. As in, we don't have line. Don't really want to go too far that way. Just that I can't really see where the wolves are hanging out. I just want to mitigate the risks as much as possible. And speaking of mitigating risks, I hear a moose. We have no way to protect ourselves from moose. So he's just over those snowdrifts somewhere. Good to know. So our rope is sort of directly... Like if we just make a beeline directly along this line of the hut is basically where our rope is. So if a blizzard comes, we just gotta head in that direction. Alright. Well, I think we're actually close to done here. We're just gonna ride that out. As in, wait for the water to boil off. Or boil up, I should say. 17 minutes until boiled. How are we doing weight-wise? 27 of possible 35.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
Craft up another of those. Okay, you done? You are done. So we're... Actually got a good torch. I have to do a bunch of torch breakdowns. Alright, so follow this line. That was a good little day collecting. Oh, we should have more than enough stamina with the crampons to get up here. A lot of boiling teas without using them, but it's good because we've saved them for other adventures where we might really need them, and we got away with not really needing them today. I think it's one of the things that I definitely do is try and hoard my resources and only use them, well, as much as possible, only use them when I really need them. Every now and then you kind of hit a point of where you're like, oh, I can't be bothered, I'm just going to do this, or this is what I want to do to manage the risk. But in a scenario like that where you've got a fire you can return to, it probably doesn't make a huge amount of sense to so we'll grab them. That's dinner tonight. Yeah, to use too much of stuff, like, you know. Yeah, if I was on like really low condition recovery, I probably would have eaten some of those cattails and stuff. Just trying to find curtains in the dark. A to get cloth. B to B to get a little bit more tired. So apologies for doing this in the dark. Oh, I can kind of see just a little bit. I'm certain you won't be able to... Oh, here we go. This looks like it's a lovely aurora night. Which is good. Let's just get out and have a quick sticky beak at that. Maybe we'll take some photos for the thumbnail. Oh I mean, that's a pretty good looking view. That might be the thumbnail. I'm gonna get something with this hut in front. You know, it's all about being able to locate it. Oh, that's pretty good with that rope climb. That definitely positions it. Fortunately, we're up on a rise. I wouldn't mind being a little bit lower. Oh, there we go. Let's get a little bit artistic. There we go. We'll try one over here. Try not to fall off, hopefully. There we go. Man's got to have a hobby. Or in this case, this girl, she's got to have a hobby. Previous life, she was a photojournalist. There we go. Not sure what she's taking a photo with. She's just imprinting it in her mind. But this is actually good that there's an aurora. We can get a little bit more tired. We can do some chores inside, and everyone watching along on YouTube gets to not just be staring at a dark screen while I do all of this shenanigans. There we go. So I think we've got all the cloth. Do I want to bring that book along? I got more books in there. Must remember that I have... Well, look, it's not the worst thing if I forget them, but I'm going to try to remember to bring them. Still got 6 litres of water. I doubt we're bringing all of that with us. Now, are we tired enough? Now, I'm just going to move those into the light. Where can you be? Just so there's a little less opportunity for me to lose them. Is that all the places that we had guts and stuff? Alright. I mean, we could just be a little bit more tired. I think it's the other thing with this game about, like, resource management is productive use of your time. Just because you don't need something right now. Kind of... Oh, hey, we didn't search this drawer. What's in here? Nothing! Nothing. And now we know. There we go. I don't feel so stupid now. Nothing under there. But yeah, like, so if you're by a fire, like, you see, like, I'll make a lot of water. You see, like, players like Loons do it as well. Like, just always be doing something productive. You know, if you have to pass time in front of a fire, can something else be going at the same time? So you're not, you know, stuck without. So we usually end up with an excess of water, but, you know, especially when I'm low on matches. Well, not low, but, you know, like, this is a limited match run. Can I change the order of those? I can't really. So we've got 29 matches. We squandered one today. But, you know, in theory, you could go 100 days or even more with that many matches if you're not using multiple matches per day, or can go multiple days between matches by doing big cook-ups. So getting your food in order so you only cook it up, you know, enough for 3 or 4 days at a time, which is tough on a low resource kind of run like this. But now, from a food scenario, this is our food for tonight. Those two plus a cattail are food for a night where you've got a lot of condition, and if you get food poisoning, it's not such a problem. If we still have some reishis, those two we lose a bit on the smashing open because we don't have a can opener, plus cattail is food for another night. So we kind of got, you know, 3 nights worth of food just on that alone, and a couple of cattails, and we can collect more as we go, and we can find more rabbits, and we can find more deer carcasses. So, you know, there's opportunities to sort of stretch this out. Let's just have a look where we are. So day 5, 4 full days gone. And yeah, basically we know nothing. We know nothing. Alright, I've waffled on enough. We've done enough chores. We certainly don't need all of that weight as well. We certainly don't need to tear down that cardboard box. You watch me run out of tinder at some point again. Hopefully days from now. But we're gonna... Actually, yeah, they didn't add up to a full night's. So, that and 2 cattails. Sleeping food. Now we should be able to get... Probably just be able to get 10. It'll take us to just after dawn. Alright. So, we've managed to get up to probably about 80%. The guts are coming along. The question is how long do we stay here, at this spot? Now my plan is not to stay here for very long. Well, I've got 2 options. And, you know, maybe I should explore
I'm so hungry.
one of them. So, we can stay here one more night, explore out to this region a bit more, probably head into that corner and hopefully there's no wolves, go into the canyon ravine, come back, climb the rope and spend the night here. There's nowhere for us to stay out there. I don't want to come out the other side of that ravine because it's just peppered with wolves. But we also might have wolves galore in that corner. Can I see if I can see a wolf moving down there, if it's just a pixel flickering? Hard to know. So the moose is over there. Makes me think the wolves are over there. So before we've lost all of our warmth. And the other option is to climb back up that rope, head back over to High Meadow, bring all the guts with us, dump it in the snow, do some chores in High Meadow, and then finally get down to the angler's cabin. And then eke out some time at angler's cabin and get some gear together. Now I think I really should try and exploit this area and go into that ravine. But it is not a very warm day. It's going to pass time in the bed. 2 hours, or at least hit escape now, get out of that. So these take 5 days, so 33% of the way through. So they've nearly halfway, so still another 3 days kind of on all that stuff. But we can bring that with us. It's safe up there if we climb over the rope, get over to High Meadow. We can just load it up in that little keyhole that gets down to the cabin and then pick it up on the way through, and just a quick run down to the cabin. We should be fine in terms of wolves in that scenario. But you know, if we can pace this out in this zone just a tiny bit more. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to try for that other ravine zone. Now, one thing that does occur to me, I'm not sure I've made a bandage. Did in my other run. Not sure if I have in this one, and that's probably a huge oversight. I'm going to get out one of those. Also going to get some of these. We have not made a bandage. So if we get attacked, A, we don't have a weapon to fight them off with anyway. Not even a pry bar. So it's probably all curtains anyway. Probably not going to sprint too much if I can help it. There's a lot of moguls through here. Here to my left. But yeah, the wolves hiding behind these moguls, man.
Jeez, this is cold.
It's a high probability. Especially with that moose over the right.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Where we spawned was just up there on that side of that rope bridge. And that's the climb we made. I can just see the climb in the middle of my screen now. So that's where we started on day one. We're going to need lots of sticks, so going to have to get onto that. So if we straight shoot out there... Oh, damn it, I see a wolf. Damn it, I really wanted to get in there, though. And when there's one, there's usually more. Just behind that snow rise. There's the rest of the choir. Are they seriously all just hanging out in this corner? Did not even hear that. One of them heard it. I think the other one's still out there. Damn this. Hopefully the crampons don't make more noise than regular walking and crawling and shuffling. Aha, there's his buddy. So just the two, I think. Come on, buddy. The other guy heard it. I'm going to take a stab that they don't chase me into this ravine too much. Or even bark for that matter. But now I've got to get past them on the way back out. Which is not going to be my favourite activity of the day. I also need to get a fire and warm up in here before we die of hypothermia. What I'm really checking for is a lot of resources that may or may not really exist in here. How's that hypothermia risk? How's our energy? How's the time of day? All things are okay. Now, there's not a lot of stuff in through here as far as I know. But there is a lot of these sorts of things. Minus 15 in here. Some fabulous birch bark glue in here. It's be a bit of a gamble coming into here. Alright, come on. Hurry up. I'm going to get to this little cave in here. It's not actually warm though. Although somewhere in here. Maybe it was actually in here. You know what? How about we just... This is as good a place as the cave. Although I thought there was a secretly little warm spot. We won't be doing that. I don't have a dodgy book. Should have bought one of those shooting books. That would have been a clever idea.
Come on, little fire.
Alright, we can hear the crackling. It's usually good when you hear the crackling.
Perfect.
Alright. Five degrees. Ugh. That ain't cool. Let's at least get 2 arrows up, eh? Looks like some bad weather coming in. Yeah, this is not my favorite idea. But here's a silly idea. Is there anywhere that it would let us do something ridiculous like this? This thing can be touchy at the best of times. So I wouldn't have thought it. Oh, it's actually warmer in that bit. Maybe that was the secret warm bit and I've gone and made this bit in the wrong bit. What do you got left on you? 2 hours and 5 minutes. That might be our fallback position. Like this bit is just magically warmer for some daft reason. This wasn't close enough. Should have built our fire there. We would have warmed up real quick. And we are headwinded in a ravine with it coming out the side of the rock. Cool story, bro. Let's just put that away, lest we strike a match. Oh yeah, birch. Can't do anything with that. You're nothing. What about you? You're a -8 spot. Just around the corner up here.
My fingers feel numb.
Also a -8 spot. So here would have also been good for a fire. Probably. Out of the wind. Did I actually bring any of those hot teas? Bring a hot tea.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
And half the reason for coming here was checking out this cave. And it looks rather like a disappointment. One piece of wood, no coal, no nothing. Now, I don't actually want to go too far that way because that comes out. I don't think there's actually anything much good down there apart from the exit to where the other wolves are, and they don't take kindly. There's like 4 of them under this rope. So we're pretty much just at the exit there. I doubt there's going to be anything.
I can't feel my feet.
Must be warm in here because it's slow. There we go. It's -5 in this little zone here. Just there. We went slow. Considered under a rock. Now I think you can drop down into this little zone from a little stone thing. I haven't tried it, but I think that's where it comes out if you go down this little... In here I'm just headwinded, which is why I'm slow. Don't want to sprint too much.
Damn it! I'm so hungry.
Alright. The game is definitely trying to kill us right now. And we have to still get past 2 wolves. Hopefully it doesn't full on blizzard before we get home. There's always a chance, always a risk coming out here.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Just want to get back to our little fire. Get out of this headwind too, oh my word. We'll actually eat 1 or 2 cattails just to fend off extra condition loss. We still need to just warm up a chunk. Will the wind get better by the end of the day, or is it going to go full blizzard at us? Nearly warm, so I think we got to take a punt on it. 16 minutes. I wasn't actually paying attention to how long was on that fire. Well, that sounds like our break. Oh, just as that had hours on it. So that got weirdly blown right then. There we go, done. Duck under this. I don't know, I would have thought there was some sort of climb out of here, but I haven't figured it out yet. He says as he just loosely tries to see if this is a way up or a way down. Yeah, it's not this day we figure that one out. This looks windy enough to blow my torch out when we get out of here. Right when I come across some wolves. Sketchy. Oh, I see one. And my way in, I got to jump over some rocks. The way out, maybe not so much. Okay, so I see two of them, and I only saw two on the way in. That just puts your heart in your mouth, doesn't it? As much as you can take them out with a lit torch, not going to chance it. Not going to chance. He's actually getting really close. Yeah, dude is right there. Other one's in amongst all the debris. That's it, we're going. Oh, shouldn't sprint. Need some climb. Climb ability. Don't use all your power. Well, just hold my breath there. Hope everyone else was also. it's funny because in some ways we're not that much in danger, you know, like
I need something.
should be able to pull a flare and get out of that scenario, but it still just about makes you wet yourself every time. So what we got out of that little trip mainly was extra tea making abilities, which is also calories. Alright. Hang a left here. Almost again end of the day. Good productive day, I guess. I do use a few sticks. Any more through this zone? Maybe just up ahead. Note to self, I should also make bandages. Not least for sprains as well. Like, that would seriously be a useful thing. We have so much cloth. Like, it's actually pretty rich in cloth, this area. Especially if you actually have the hatchet and you can knock down a couple of couches. Like, you know, they hoisted a fair bit of furniture in here for a place that's only accessible by rope bridges and rope climbs. Yeah, so I'm glad we made that choice to do that adventure today. We can actually put this away. Rather than climb over the top, because otherwise I don't think we would have come back. And all those reishi and rose hips might come in super useful. Alright, we're heavy. Probably because we're actually getting tired. We took a bit of stuff with us. We'll either drop water or some sticks or something just up here. How heavy are we? Only just. No more sticks, I guess. What are we heavy with? Yeah, 43 sticks. Tell you what we might have. We might have a bunch of bunk torches. They can be sticks another day, but the actual sticks we have on us. Alright. That's why you shouldn't hoard your torches. So what are we now? 32. Alright, go up there. You should only use... Well, at this level of exhaustion she goes a bit slower. So she'll only turn up with a little skerrick. Yeah, she feels heavy again. That's good to leave a little bit of stamina in reserve for this at the end of the day. And not sprint the whole time. But now the good news is, she is nice and tired for another nice long recovery sleep. So we've got to figure out what we're eating for that. So yeah, this brings us to the end of another episode. Another bit of an adventure. Still a little bit...
find some place to escape this cold.
Still a little bit early to actually sleep. Although, we can actually go fully rested up that rope climb and be fairly safe and get to where we need to get without too much drama. So we can go in the early morning. It will just be freezing, freezing cold. So we could
I'm gonna need to rest
do a
soon.
full set of sleeps now. Or... maybe we will. Eat a bit. Was that Wilderness Kitchen? Didn't I have a book? I thought I had a book about fire starting. No, I only had books about shooting stuff. This is a 10-hour book? No, it's only a 5-hour book.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Getting more efficient calories will be relevant. Do I have enough energy to get one more hour? Don't waste this hour. Please finish. Don't get hungry and complain. There we go. Now we got 3 more hours on that book. Now we're really, really tired. It's sort of a little bit closer. Alright, what are we going to eat? What did I say we were going to eat? We'll eat these two. It is a shame because that soup would have been a cooking skill to heat up. Some good travel soup, but so be it. Shame to lose the calories on the smashing open. I mean, she eats stuff off the floor anyway. You think she wouldn't be too proud to lick that off. So what are you up to now? That should get us enough for a 10-hour sleep. Fill her full of liquids. So there we are. Should we come up nice and well rested? Oh, we could sleep for a couple more hours, to be honest, and get really, really rested for our rope climbs, which we're gonna do.
I've never been so hungry.
Should be able to only sleep for 2 more hours, but we'll say 3. Oh, we should have drank. That was stupid. I'm a fool. Dehydration damage. I care more about the getting rested than the condition, probably. So, there we have it. It's just coming into sunrise. Day 7, so she's on the weekday. There's only 5 days, full days survived there. Still got to get my head around how the full math of that lines up. I'm sure it works. Because, yeah, you don't get to day 2 until you've survived for a full 48 hours, I think. So, you know, it can be on, like, you survive for 47.5 hours and it still says 1 day. So, you know, there's that. It probably did say how many days and hours I've survived for when I woke up there. I never pay attention to that. I probably should. But this brings us to the end of another episode. Thank you for dropping by, and I'll see you in the next one.